Hello and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is a reading for the fall equinox or for Mabon. And just to give you a little bit of background information before I get started, Mabon is a time when the heat of the summer is receding and the air starts to get a little bit cooler. The leaves are changing colors. And the orchards are bearing fruit, so it's like a big apple season in the northern hemisphere. Fields have a lot of grain and squash, and the harvest is upon us. It's a really good season it's the harvest season. So Mabon is a minor Sabbat in Wicca. It's the second of 3 harvest festivals. And the next one coming up is Samhain. But at Mabon, so today, September 23rd in the Northern Hemisphere, day and night are of equal length. But this is the point on the wheel of the year at which the darkness overtakes the light and night becomes longer than day. So it's what we call the dark half of the year. It's a feast of Thanksgiving, a celebration of, the earth's bounty. And and it's also all about, the cycles of the seasons that mirror our lives. So at this time, it's a time to reflect and wrap things up. Okay. Traditionally, it takes place on the autumn equinox. But there's no real law on what day you can celebrate it. So this reading at any point in time during the equinox season is going to resonate with you. All right, so that's just a little bit of information about Mabon. You may be seeing it popping up on YouTube and for different readings. So I am going to do a 6-card reading for you guys. I'm going to be using the After Tarot. I especially like the colors. I feel like they're kind of fall colors. And I've set up a little mini Mabon altar for you. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The first card out is going to be my harvest card. What am I reaping in my life right now? The second card is the seasons. What is changing for me at this time? The third card is, the first card is the harvest. What am I repeating in my life right now? The second card is the equilibrium. Which aspects of my life require greater balance? The third card out will be the seasons. What is changing for me at this time? The fourth card is your release card. What should I let go of to aid in this transition? The fifth card is your honor card. How can I best work with this change or with these changes? And the sixth card out is reflection. Where should I focus my attention next? So Spirit, please give us the messages that we need to know for Mabon and for this autumn equinox. Spirit, please tell us what we need to know for Mabon and this autumn equinox season. Spirit, please tell us what we need to know for our highest good for Mabon in the autumn equinox. Okay, so the first card out here is the harvest. I'm not going to be reading, I don't like to read reversals when I'm doing my cyclical readings. The second card out is my equilibrium. All right, my third card out are the seasons. Okay, so what's changing for me at this time? Interesting. Some of you very well might be changing jobs. My fourth card out is what should I let go of? Okay. My fifth card out is how can I best work with these changes? Yes, thank you. Love it. And reflection, where should I focus my attention next? Ooh, very interesting. Okay, so I'm just going to arrange these so they look a little bit nicer for you. Let's see, I can pull these out. I'll make it a little bit more of a wheel. All right, just so it's visually pleasing for you guys. Okay, very nice. So the first card out is the Four of Swords. So I'm noticing this is sort of a heavy sort of swords Yeah, and sorry, as I look down at the bottom of the pile, the overall energy here is justice. So I just want you guys to take a look at that. This is all about karma. This is all about bringing things back into balance. So your overall energy for this autumn equinox is going to be really balancing out, the energies in your life, and balancing yourself, the yin and the yang, okay, within yourself. Very, very nice. Okay, so, the harvest card, the number one, is what am I reaping in my life right now? So this is the after tarot. So remember, it's like the typical rider waite imagery, but with, what happens a few minutes or a few seconds after what we're used to seeing. So here we have, what am I reaping in my life right now? Here the Four of Swords is all about that rest and that meditation. I think a lot of you have been doing a lot of shadow work, also have been trying to sort of quiet the noise, get in touch with spirit and your guides, and sort of look for the answers and the signs that will show you the next step and where to, where to go. And I think you're really sort of reaping the benefits of that rest and of that relaxation. Some of you may have been like a little bit isolated, a little bit in hibernation, okay? And I get that, you're definitely getting some help here, whether that's from people in your life or whether that's your spirit guides. And I'm getting, more than anything, it's spirit and your spirit guides that are coming to show you the way and show you, give you signs and messages and show you what are the next steps that are going to take you, further in this really awesome journey. Okay, so that's your harvest card. The second card out is your equilibrium. Which aspects of my life require greater balance? So this is really cool because this is the Nine of Wands card, and this is all about you. This is usually the Wounded Warrior card, but in the after tarot, his brother has come and he has not fought this battle alone. So I'm getting that you're really going to, at this time, you're going to be getting, it's really cool because here we have, she's coming to sort of rescue him, and wake him up from this slumber, whether that's a real person or whether that's spirit and your spirit guides, coming to say, hey, baby, wake up. It's, not your time to be alone anymore. We're here with you and we're going to co-create and we're going to really get through anything and everything together. And no matter what we've been through and no matter how hard it has been, and I get that there are a lot of wounds that are still open, okay, but that together we can sort of heal them. And this is really awesome because this is just, and again, whether this is spirit and your spirit guides or it's actual family, it might be your sibling, it might be a parent, it might be your partner saying, you know what, we're in this together. Let's heal ourselves together, because I'm getting that the healing is very, very strong for this reading, healing those old wounds. Now, the seasons card, what is changing for me at this time? This is really cool because this is work. And I'm getting that this is a transition period from you being apprentice to teacher. Okay, and I really, really love this because some of you may be changing jobs. Some of you may, be leaving a job you don't like or that wasn't serving you. But I'm getting, more than anything, that you all of the shadow work that you've been doing and all of the, the healing that you're doing and your stronger connection to spirit and, co-creating with spirit and the people in your surroundings, that's actually taking you from this novice apprentice and turning you into a teacher. Because with all of your life experience that we see here, with all of the things you've been through, this is usually like it can be a younger person, but it's like an older soul. It's taken lifetimes for you to collect all of these wands, and you've learned from all of those experiences. So you do need to you need to be in the process of releasing them, and we'll see that that's coming up here. But you're no longer just the apprentice, you're becoming the teacher, and people are looking up to you, and your actions are going to be teaching people more than anything, and especially more than words. And that's really great. And also, there's that other saying that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So you're about to step off maybe you are becoming the teacher, but maybe you're stepping off that cliff and you're on, you're starting a new journey where you're learning so much more, and especially more from spirit, I'm getting, and your ancestors. And I'm getting this is really, really, really coming through for my intuitives and my light workers, that you're going to take it to the next step. Okay, the next card here is, what should I let go of to aid in this transition? Well, this is super cool because the King of Swords, he uses so much logic and so much reason, and I'm really feeling my intuitives and my light workers that some of you might have been really like down on yourselves and not embracing your gifts, or saying, my gifts aren't good enough. And if you go back and look at my Thursday and Friday of this week, my readings, you see that mediumship came up, and that was all about, light workers and intuitives and clairvoyants saying, I should be better, I should be more connected, and this sort of thing. And it's you being, too stuck in your mental, too stuck in the mental and not enough in the emotional, and really just trusting your gifts and going with it. And I love that, because it's like, what should I release? The King of Swords here has this hawk, and he's like, you need to release that bird. You need to release that being hard on yourself, and you need to also release being too logical and too black and white, because not everything is black and white, and you have this ability to connect with your loved ones who have passed, and with your ancestors, and with spirit, your spirit guides, and your fairies. So I'm getting that for my light workers, that you guys are just going to go. You need to let it shine. You need to let go of being so like anal retentive, and that's when you're really going to get these, spiritual downloads, and, and just push the limits of your own intuition. And it's going to be like so awesome, I feel like, in this autumn equinox season for you, and really stepping into your power as, as intuitives and as spiritual people, and as light workers. Okay. And especially those of you who do it for a business or for a living. Your honor card is, how can I best work with these changes? Oh my gosh, the star card, optimism, hope, rejuvenate. Definitely start doing your cleansings. Make sure that you're doing aura cleansings, chakra cleansings. Make sure you're doing Reiki. Make sure you're cleaning out the old, and you're getting rid of all of that self-doubt. And she is like, I love this, because normally she's got like one foot on the land and one foot in the water. And this is perfect, because now she's just sort of like jumped into the water. She has jumped full head in, feet first, into her intuition, into her emotions. It's really letting go of that sort of black and white logical energy, and really letting her intuition and her emotions take over, and look at how much she's reaping, the benefits from doing that. And she's giving back. I mean, there's so many people that you need to heal as well in this process. So not only are you cleansing and healing yourself, but she's also giving back to the earth. And that's why we're here, especially light workers. Our job, our duty, the reason we've been sent back here is to help heal the world and help heal others. So, there's, you can't deny it anymore, and you really need to be doing that work. The sixth card out, our last card, is our reflection. Where should I focus my attention next? This is about healing, and this could be healing you, or it could be healing others. But it's really important, make sure that you are grateful for your past experiences. Make sure you're present in your present experiences, and then make sure you're just grateful for the air that you breathe. Make sure you're grateful for the people that you've come in contact, all the lessons you've learned, the good and the bad. So this is a really awesome card, because this is the Three of Swords, and it's about, it's all of this heartbreak and this sorrow has already happened. So now it's time to let go. And I love this, because the heart has been patched up, and somebody is cauterizing that wound, or they've put a tourniquet to stop the bleeding, stop the hemorrhage, and you need to do the same thing. And it's all, again, it's like all of these healing waters. Okay, it's time for you to do that. It's also time for you to step out of the apprentice role and become the leader and the teacher and the healer here, because there's a lot of work to do, is what Spirit is saying, and you need to heal yourself, and you also need to be healing others. Okay, that is just such an amazing reading, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this Mabon reading as much as I did. I think I'm definitely getting, for those of you that aren't intuitives and aren't clairvoyants, Spirit is saying now is the time to really sort of start to cultivate that, start doing some research and some work and learning, whether that's online or reading books or just listening to these readings online. You know, maybe it's time to also book a reading with your favorite reader. Okay, and just get more information, and start healing, because the world, not only you but the world, is in dire need of repair, and we need to sort of raise the vibration of humanity at this point in time, and we start one by one, and we start with the little things. So that's the message from Spirit for this autumn equinox. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, leave me a comment. I definitely love hearing about how this plays out in your lives, and stay tuned for my next reading. All right, you guys, I love you, and have a beautiful, beautiful fall equinox.